You must have opened your phone for just 5 minutes, only to realize an hour had disappeared. You didn't plan to keep scrolling. You didn't even remember what you were looking for. Yet somehow you kept scrolling, nonstop. The reason is the algorithm knew exactly what would keep you watching. Most people believe artificial intelligence simply recommends videos, suggests products, or answers questions. But what if AI is doing something much more powerful? What if it's learning which words make you click, which videos keep you watching, which headlines make you angry, and which emotions make you come back again? This isn't science fiction. It's already happening. The question is no longer whether AI can understand human behavior. The real question is, how much influence should we allow it to have? Let's find out. AI learns from everything you do. Artificial intelligence doesn't think like humans. It doesn't have emotions. It doesn't have desires. But it is incredibly good at finding patterns and find relationship. Every search you make, every video you watch, every post you like, every product you buy, every second you spend scrolling creates tiny pieces of data.
Individually, these actions seem meaningless. But when billions of people generate billions of interactions every day, AI begins to recognize patterns no human could ever see. And it keeps noting. It learns what captures attention, what keeps people engaged, and what makes them return. The more data it receives, the better it becomes at predicting human behavior. Personalization is quietly changing the internet. Imagine two people opening the same app at exactly the same moment. Neither of them sees the same homepage. One person receives sports, another receives politics. Someone else sees technology, another sees entertainment. Why? Because the algorithm has spent months, or even years, learning what each person is most likely to watch. Your internet is becoming personal. Not because humans manually choose what you see, but because artificial intelligence predicts what is most likely to hold your attention. At first, this feels incredibly convenient. You find videos faster, but convenience often changes behavior in ways we don't immediately notice. Attention has become the world's most valuable resource. Why are companies investing billions of dollars into these AI systems? And why they have huge funding on the companies and they are becoming richer? Because attention has become one of the world's most valuable resources. The longer you stay on a platform, the more advertisements you see. Before we continue, if you're fascinated by how artificial intelligence is transforming our future, how cybersecurity protects our digital world, and how psychology quietly influences the decisions we make every day, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to KnowIt, because every week we break down complex ideas into simple explanations that help you understand the technologies shaping tomorrow and how they affect your everyday life. Now, let's explore something even more important. Can AI actually control your mind? Or is the truth far more complicated? Influence is not mind control. This doesn't mean artificial intelligence can control your thoughts. Human decisions remain influenced by many factors. And what captures your attention first? Repeated exposure can shape habits. It can influence what topics you learn about. Psychologists have understood for decades that repeated exposure increases familiarity. Artificial intelligence simply performs this process faster, across billions of people, at a scale never before possible. Another important question is transparency. Why was one video recommended instead of another? Why did one advertisement appear on your screen? Why did one news story become viral, while another disappeared completely. Most users never see the complex calculations happening behind the scenes. In fact, many recommendations genuinely help us discover useful information. But understanding how these systems influence our attention has never been more important. Artificial intelligence will continue becoming more powerful. Recommendation systems will become more accurate. The challenge isn't stopping artificial intelligence. The challenge is making sure these systems continue serving people instead of simply maximizing engagement at any cost. Researchers, governments, technology companies, and society itself must decide how these systems should be designed. Artificial intelligence is learning more about human behavior every single day. Not because it wants power, not because it has emotions, but because it is being trained to recognize patterns and optimize specific goals. Your greatest advantage will always be your own ability to think for yourself. Stay curious, keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.